Greetings, fellow cyberdogs and fellow Minecrafters and fellow mine squatches all over the world. This is Delakaba with Delakaba Presents Let's Play Minecraft, the Squatchcraft TFC2 mod pack playthrough. Terra Firma Craft Woot! Alright, here's a Minecraft high five with an empty jug in your face. And we do not have time to be fiddling around. That'd be actually something cool to have as a fiddle. You sit down here in a hole in the ground and play a fiddle, sing a song, dance a jig, but we're going to come up here, knock out our security block. Pop, there we go. And we're going to head on up out of here because in our last episode, we had a number of good things happen. We're going to just dump off this dirt and sand if we can get away from it before it comes back. Actually, we should throw it in the trash hole. What I should do is I should be using it to fill this hole. But we had a successful hunt. We used our javelin chucking prowess to hunt ourselves 3 deer and a hog. We're not going to bother these hogs over here because we're eventually going to hopefully domesticate those hogs. And they're going to become the foundation of our hog dynasty. But we found a ravine over here while we were chasing a deer. What's that? Chanterelle mushrooms. Ooh, cool. And a yellow bell pepper plant that is not yet mature. That's good. Good to know that we have got plants that will be growing in the neighborhood. These also the seaweed here, by the way, is food. We're going to pick up these sticks. But yes, we managed to locate a ravine, and as we were fiddling around trying to figure out how to get down to the deer that was in the ravine, we saw a piece of malachite. And so we're headed back over to the ravine to see if we can not only collect that piece of malachite, but hopefully find more malachite. And I believe the ravine was across on the other side. Let's pull up the map here. Yeah, there they are, these ravines here. So that when we realized that there was schist, that's one of the reasons that I was pleased that we'd come across schist, because schist has malachite. But we're gonna mosey our way across here, past the giant kelp forest, and I'd thought very hard about doing a custom recipe to turn the giant kelp into food, because people do eat kelp, but decided not to do so. I thought it could wreck the ark. We've got carrots growing up there. Carrots are good. But where was it? Yes, it was over there. Do you see it there? That lovely green stone? That is malachite. So we're going to see about circling around and getting up top to see if there's more malachite hiding up there. Oh, hello, beautiful. Those are elderberry bushes. They don't have berries yet. And things are moving more slowly in this mod than they would for you guys if you played on default, because a year in Terra Firma Craft is 96 days. But I've set it through the options available when you go to the mods. When you go to the configurations, you can set your year length to a longer year, and I've set mine to 360 days. It's going to make some things pretty difficult for me because, number one, it means that plants are going to mature more slowly, and baby animals are going to take longer to be born and grow up, and things like that. But it also keeps it challenging, and that, of course, is enjoyable. Hey there, piggy. Now, let's make sure we hit the shift key here. Where is that malachite? There it is. Is there any more malachite hiding up here? Come on, malachite. Nope, no malachite up here, huh? Ooh, but we did find strawberries. They are a spring crop. So what we're going to do is get rid of that because it's pointless to us. But we're going to right-click it, and that's going to pick the strawberries. And then we're going to get our knife out. Do we have a knife? I guess we'll have to make a knife. Oh, there it is. We're going to get our knife out, and we're going to cut that strawberry bush loose and pick it up. You got it? Yes, we do. Keep trying to throw that away, and it keeps coming back to haunt me. But there are more strawberries over here, so we're going to harvest those and collect this strawberry bush, and we're going to replant that over by where our home is. Ooh, and looky right up there. there is another cherry tree. So we're doing good for cherries and strawberries. Pick up a few more sticks here. But looks like there's only one piece of malachite on that ledge. So before we risk our limbs going up there, I'm just going to collect some of these sticks. And I'm going to mosey on over here and see what else I see by where this cherry tree is. Pretty sure that's a cherry tree up there, because I think it's too early in the season for apples, and it does not look like a plum tree. Oh, we've got another fruit tree of some sort right up there. We are coming out pretty rocking here in the scheme of things. Let's just see. Yep, I do. Yep, that's a cherry tree up there. That's awesome. And let's see what kind of tree this is up here on this hilltop, if we can figure out a way up there. I was really kind of hoping that by just kind of wandering around the general neighborhood here, we might come across more malachite. But, oh, can't quite get close enough. All right, let's see if we can get our parkour on. Oof, there we go. Come on up here. This is really cool how it's up on this little spot here. It's a peach tree. I'm a happy camper, guys. This is a peach tree. What we're going to do is we're going to try to get a peach sapling very carefully. Now to do that, what we do is we chop the X-shaped limb. Nope. Didn't get one off of that one. Ah, but we got one off of that one. Fantastic. We can plant that over by our home, and it should be early enough in the season. Nope, didn't get one there. Now this is where it's going to get a little squirrely. Ever so carefully here. Oh, we got another one. So we're going to be able to plant a couple of peach trees, and this top part of the canopy here will still produce peaches in the fall. So we are golden there. I'd like to go and try to do the same thing with that cherry tree, but I think at the moment I'm not going to mess with that. It's good enough that we know it's there. It's got fruit on it, which is good in case of an emergency. I think it's time for us to come on over here and see about picking up at least that one piece of malachite. I was hoping there might be some more malachite right in the general neighborhood here, so that's why I did a little bit of wandering. A little bit. Any along here? Excuse me there, foliage. I don't want to walk off the edge. I think this is actually a different ravine, but I figured I'd check it. Okay, yeah, there it is over there. All right. Just circle around to it. Ooh, that's a long way down. We don't want to go that way. Ah, man, I was really hoping there would be more than just one stinking malachite. All right. Where are you, malachite? There it is. Let's combine up our strawberries so they take up less room. And I guess that's really about all the space we got. There we go, one malachite. See if we see any down here in the ravine, because that is certainly a possibility. None down there. Oh, man. All right, well, first of all, we're going to have to get back up out of here, which could prove entertaining. But just wanted to see. Nope, no more down there, huh? Well, what that means is there's probably a small deposit of malachite down in this cliff face someplace. How about over here? Nope, I just can't see worth a hoot off into that edge. But all right, we need to get on up out of here. And we're going to do that ever so carefully using gravel. And it's going to get complicated because the gravel is probably going to try to run away. See, like so. But we got lucky. It stayed here. Yep, it's going to keep dropping off. We're going to have to use our log here and dig our way out. There we go. And now we're going to have to make a rush for home again. Just like we did at the end of last episode. That's okay, though. Early autumn, huh? You know what? I'm going to collect these guys, and we're going to replant them. Oof, there we go. Time to run for it. Again. We're going to have to eat first, though. So let's munch these wonderful strawberries that we found. There we go. And our cherries. And drink our water. All right. Whew, we are really not at all what you would call armed. Come back here, you. So we better hope that we don't run into trouble. I think we're going to go into the water for the sake of our safety and swim the shoreline because the mobs are starting to spawn already. Well, it was only one malachite, but it got us one step closer. I see you zombies and spiders and other assorted uglinesses. And that's right, you go ahead and swim. You are not going to catch me. And you get too close, I'll go under the water. I'm just hoping we don't have a bunch of stuff spawned over by our home. That's what's going to make this complicated. If there is, I'm going to end up having another night where I'm spending the night in the water. So many squids. Alright. Now let's hope that our little clearing is clear and we can make it back in one piece. Because this axe will not stand up to more than 1 or 2 whacks against the zombie. And I think even with both of them, it's just not going to be enough to even take down one zombie. And then, of course, there's the fact that we had to use our security log to get out of that ravine. So, okay. There are spiders over there, but I don't think they've seen us. Let's get on up here fast. There are some zombies over there, but I think. Whew. All right, let's come on down here and grab a log out of the pile and block that as quickly as possible. Excuse me, thank you. All right, security log. Okay, we're good. That back down. Well, when the sun comes up tomorrow, we're going to be able to go outside and plant some strawberries and some elderberries. We're going to be able to put our 2 peach trees in. That's going to be awesome. And this autumn, we should get some peaches. We've got 1 small malachite. If I hold shift, you'll see that it says units 10. It takes 100 units of copper or copper-bearing minerals to make a single tool. So, unless we come up with some cassiterite, which would allow us to use 90 units of copper-bearing minerals, along with 1 cassiterite, we still are going to have to pan out a butt-ton of gravel to manage to get ourselves our 10 pieces of copper. But I'll tell you what, we've got about 5 minutes left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here and just chill out here and munch on cherries and venison, and when the morning comes, or all hell breaks loose, I'll be back. Alright, my friends, it is 6 a.m. and it's time to remove the security block. and go out and get these awesome things planted that we found. I think we will get these here and get these here. Come on, behave yourself. I'm having a little trouble with my mouse here lately. Wants to keep double clicking when I single click. But I think what we will do is we will plant these guys just like this, give them plenty of room. Plant these guys just like this, and then we're gonna come over here, I think, and plant one peach tree there and one peach tree there. Lovely. Lovely. Makes me so happy. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna take my axe, since we've already harvested the cherries off of the bottom limbs of this cherry tree. We're gonna see if we might just get our, oh, yep, we got one. Get some cherry saplings. Oh, I think we got 2 cherry saplings out of that. Might only be 1. Oh, but we are getting more cherries, and that's good. And there we go. We've got 3, count them, 3 cherry saplings. That's awesomeness. All right, well, we're going to plant 1 right here, and 1 right here, and 1 right there. And now, over, you can see they just look like a fence post or something. But over the course of the summer, first they'll develop just a single block on top, and then they'll develop a whole crown of blocks, and then eventually they'll start to go up, just like this cherry tree over here has done. And as long as we're over here, we might as well just harvest these last few cherries off of this tree, just like so. And we'll probably have to combine them together here. But we were getting kind of low on cherries, and cherries are good. All right, there we go. And do we have, oh, yep, we got a few more that had fallen down. Let's pick those up and combine them together. Since we know that we've got another cherry tree not too terribly far away from here. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check the date. Let's see what the date is. It is only the 8th of June, and you know what that means? It means if we really wanted to, we could start a garden. We'd have to have seeds to do so, but we could potentially start a garden. But all right, now, man, I wish I could find some cordgrass. But look what we have over here, right here. Some yummy, yummy red bell peppers. These are finally mature. We're going to harvest those. We got them. Wow, there's a lot of red bell peppers right around here. We're going to have to combine them together. There we go. I think we'll come over and get these guys too. Well, you know what? Maybe we should leave these to make sure we've got a food source. That's what we should do. We'll leave these grow for a bit. But okay, so we've got some veggies, and we've got some fruit, and we've got some meat. We do not have any dairy. It's going to be a while. I haven't seen any cows, so I don't know how we're going to come out on dairy. But I'm thinking about creating some sort of custom recipe for these goldenrod, because when you find them, they're very populous, and they've got to be good for something. Now, goldenrod makes a nice tonic, and I think this is a way to just get rid of the last little bit of this axe here. I don't think it'll be enough to do much more than break 1 or 2 logs, but maybe I'll figure out something for the goldenrod. Oh, not good. Very, very not good. We are going inside now. Yes, indeedly doodly. Before all the evil mobs begin to spawn. Son of a gun. Spring rain. Ah, and we've got torches going out. We better get on it. So first things first, place a security block. And let's get relighting our torches here. We made it back in just in time. We could have come in here and found ourselves faced with a zombie apocalypse. There we go. Well, guys, we're coming up on 20 minutes, and we've done about as much as we can do today now that the rain has come. So let's munch some of our yummy, yummy ooh, let's have some red bell pepper. That's even better. Red bell pepper. There we go. I am definitely going to have to fire some more clay pots. And the awesome thing is now that we've dug this deep, we can actually set up some clay firing pits in here and fire clay in safety. So why don't we do that as the last thing we do today? Why don't we take and dig ourselves, 2 of them I think there and 1 there, because that way we won't have to worry about setting our log piles on fire. Let's come on over and get a open space, and I believe it is this one right here. Yep, that has our clay in it. So let's pull out some of our clay, and let's, number 1, get our red bell pepper seeds in there with the other ones, and let's put our cooked pork in there. There we go. Place that fella back down. And we're going to make ourselves some more of these small pots so we can start storing some of our food and stuff. So there is 1. And 2. And what we're going to do is just go and place those right in a firing pit. But that's another reason why I wanted to dig this out big like that. Oh, come back here, you. Thank you. I wanted to dig this out big like this so that we would be able to do firing pits inside. There's that guy there. Place him down. And 1 more. Just like so. And now we're going to make another large vessel. Just like that. And it needs its own individual firing pit, so we'll put him there. And I think we're actually going to make another large vessel. And then we will have lots of storage. We'll have the ability to store lots of water. We'll have the ability to process some hides and stuff if we find the things we need for that. All right, now let's put down our hay. There we go. And we need, we'll put these 5 logs down, seeing as we've got them on us. And we need to grab some more here. Finish that guy off. But this is why we have our self-wood piles, so that we can do such things. There we go. We're just going to take and put these back in there. There we go. And fire starter. Now there's 2 ways we can light these. We can light it with a fire starter, or we can walk up with a torch, and using Q we can toss the torch on top. Oh, there it went. Alright, and see, because we got a good high ceiling and our wood is far enough away, we will not set the place on fire. And now I don't have to worry about going outside in this rain and dealing with mobs to fire those vessels. So I'm going to bring this episode to a close here. We're going to munch a little bit of venison. Munch, 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 munch. Venison. There we go. And we're also going to take a drink of water. But there we go. So thank you so much for joining me, Delakaba, for this next episode of the Squatchcraft TFC2 playthrough. As always, you will find a download link, a link actually in the description below the video that will lead to the specific page on the Technic website for the TFC2 mod pack. It is for the Technic launcher, and I am going to hang out down here. I'm going to munch on some venison, and I'm going to wait for my pots to finish doing their thing. And when it's done, we'll finally be able to store some of this food and other stuff away and get it out of our inventory. But pretty much our next episode, when I'll be back after all of this stuff is done and the rain has ended, our next adventure is going to maybe be not quite so exciting, but we have got to get the minerals for a saw. Just as simple as that. There's the next step. That is the next step. There's nothing else we can do until we get the minerals for a saw. So I'm going to be panning. In fact, I think maybe after this stuff is done cooking, I just may make up some more bowls and fire those as well. But thank you for joining me, Delakaba. I'm going to give you a Minecraft high five in your face with some cooked venison. Whoosh, rare. And I shall see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.